This tale brings us to the mystical island of Java, Indonesia, where a widow named Umbok Sirni lived alone on her farm. The widow was a kindly woman, yet she was overwhelmed by loneliness and longed to have a child by her side. When her loneliness became too much to bear, Umbok Sirni decided to pray to Buto Ijo for help. Buto Ijo was a monstrous ogre who lived on the outskirts of the village and was known to occasionally grant wishes to people. The monster offered to grant Umbok Sirni's wish at a terrible price.
When the child turns 6 years old, you will return her to me to become my meal, he said.
Despite the condition, the desperate woman agreed to his demand. The giant then gave her a single cucumber seed to be planted at her farm. In 2 weeks, the cucumbers started to bear fruit. Yet among them, there was one which was larger than the rest, that emitted a golden radiance. Splitting it carefully, Umbok Sirni found a beautiful baby girl inside. Filled with joy, she named the girl Timun. Alas, she had come to love her daughter over the years, and couldn't bear to lose Timun Amas, and yet she would never be able to stand up to the powerful ogre. Desperate for help, she journeyed to Gunung Kidul, the southern mountain, to seek advice from a powerful hermit. After hearing her plight, the hermit presented Umbok Sirni with 4 small pouches. "Give these to Timun Amas," the hermit told her. "They will help your daughter against the monster." The day finally arrived when the ogre came to Umbok Sirni's house, eager for her to fulfill her promise. The monster chased after Timun Amas, and Buto Ijo was steadily getting closer. Remembering her mother's advice, she threw the first of the pouches, a bag of cucumber seeds, at the monster. Vines of cucumbers magically sprang forth from the earth, blocking Buto Ijo's path. The ogre, enticed by the fruit, stopped in his tracks to gorge on them. It wasn't long before he ate them all and resumed his chase. Just as the monster was about to catch up to Timun Amas, she threw the second gift, a small bag of needles, at him. A dense forest of sharp bamboo trees appeared where the needles had fallen, trapping Buto Ijo. The giant ogre eventually burst through the bamboo trees, wounded and enraged. Once more, as he neared Timun Amas, she tossed the third pouch, full of salt, at the monster, hoping to slow him down. Suddenly, out burst a powerful torrent of seawater, forming a giant wave which swept the ogre off his feet. punish this little girl who had troubled him so. Had nowhere left to run, and in her hand she held the last of the hermit's gifts. She hurled the small bag as hard as she could at the monster. The bag, containing spice, had transformed into a boiling sea of mud, burning Buto Ijo's skin. The monster struggled in the mud. He shrieked and howled in pain. And then all was silent. Timun Amas had finally stopped Buto Ijo once and for all. Returning to her house, her delighted mother embraced her in her arms, and they both lived out the rest of their days in peace.